Welcome back to our fourth video in this series. In this video, we'll explore how profiling a client helps us understand the best way to position advice for your clients. We'll get to understand their strongest behavioural attitudes and how they will impact the advice process. This information enables us to guide them through the life cycle of particular market movements. Once we've got an overview of the client's natural behavioural style, when we understand their biases, we'll review the client's key strengths, those things that naturally increase their performance. We'll also look at their struggles, those things that can become impediments to a successful implementation of an advice strategy. And then we'll get to understand the best performance environment for them to work in. Let's review our new client, Joshua Connor. In Joshua's case, his natural desire for being organised and orderly plays very positively into his capacity to understand a well-structured advice plan. This is a great natural strength. He's going to be good at following processes and procedures and analysing the information before taking a particular decision. He's likely to naturally establish goals and go after them once he's convinced of a particular course of action. Strengths pushed too far, however, become our struggles, and all of us have them. For Joshua, his high level of organisational skills, when pushed too far, can drive a level of inflexibility and perfectionism. These strong elements will also challenge him in achieving a life balance. These elements aren't particularly good, however, to guide Joshua in establishing and implementing his plan. Smoothing the advice journey is all about knowing the best environment for working with a client. In Joshua's case, being considerate of his need for a high level of accuracy and detail and providing him the space to reflect will be particularly well received. He will want to process things in his time frame and within the guidelines that he's set for himself. So when you're working with him, give him adequate time to complete any particular request for information and provide the context for those requests. For Joshua, a good advice plan will have a definite set of practical next steps. Keeping these things in mind as you prepare for the advice strategy is helpful in sustaining the engagement that you initially created. The Financial DNA Summary Report provides a section on a client's quality life behavioural attitudes. These reflect our natural motivations, our desires, and the approach we are likely to want to take, and they provide a great background for the development of a plan. Let's look at a few of these. There are 10 particular different insights that are provided across the 2 strongest traits for any particular client. Let's look at Joshua's. For him, wealth creation is a step-by-step process that has a strong goal focus. Your advice will need to be well researched, and you will need a conversation with Joshua to align with his particularly ambitious plans. Always be careful to value what the client values. And in Joshua's case, this is about you being very reliable and actioning the plan. We also cover blind spots, and these are great for having a conversation with your advisor to raise these with a particular client, because he won't see them. In Joshua's case, his fear of mistakes and myopic focus at times may cause him to procrastinate and miss some opportunities that you might have outlined for him. Being forewarned provides the advisor with the tools for these conversations when these particular situations arise. I would like to encourage you right now to take a few minutes and think about the financial attitudes of some of your existing clients and how these attitudes may have influenced their particular success. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the financial planning insights covered in the DNA report. These provide great insight into the portfolio risk group that Joshua fits within.